7-letter banger. It's like over here in the 5s, I'm like kind of grasping for straws. Unlucky. All right, nice try, everybody. We had some gamers though. Bonafide. I get it, I get it. Yo, Stizzy, Zelassin, Flo, T-Lau, Pasty Cake, Pixton, Armed and Armored, Crystal Edge, King Bob, the first of their kind, Milk Cat Amy, Michaela, Gilchrist, Yopslum, Zagreus, Gunter, Sigrius, Andre, Lantra, and Bruno. Bruno, I know you were saying that you weren't too hot at the game, but you're on the board. It means you gotta be a little something. All right. Segment 3 of the stream. I hope you all are excited for this as much as I am. Yopslum been lurking today. Yopslum, do you know Path of Exile? Are you a Giga expert? Giga Smurf?
By the divine authority of the Templar, you are hereby exiled to the forsaken shores of Rayclast.
Does this game have story to it?
Transgressed against God and consorted with sin. Find your redemption, Exile, or die in the attempt.
Okay. So there's different classes, but I don't... Are these like really classes?
You swore
so you can be a Templar.
You were born with
you can be a Shadow.
And sharpness of mind. How have you paid for these gifts? Do you think
you could be a Marauder.
Enough to face the land of the damned, Marauder?
You could be a Ranger.
Silent, you stole the bounty of others. A crow.
Oh my god, it's so slow.
A stray dog that you were born to
you could be a duelist.
Strong.
Yugi Moto.
With your gifts, duelist. You squandered them on self-indulgence. Why do the
you can be the witch.
Seek to satiate
that's
and darkness and
Domine?
Innocence is our father.
Wait, why does she have the best animation of everybody? What in the world?
You were born to be swift and strong. What did you do with your gifts, duelist? You squandered them.
Contact the servers. I thought you started yesterday? No. This is day 1 Path of Exile. Wait, how do I know if I'm in... Oh god. How do I know if I'm in the actual league? I didn't get to choose hardcore. Or PvP options. Skip all tutorials? Wait, they're making me do tutorials. Alright, so this is not a WASD game. This is left click to move.
Even the dead rise to challenge me here.
Wait, we already got a high level thing. That's OP, right? Already dead? Not yet, not yet. So for those wondering why we're playing this right now, so Path of Exile recently had the new season. The season added like this roguelike mode. It's kind of loud. Microtransaction shop. Jesus. Lord have mercy. Ow. V isn't gonna read tutorials. These games are all the same. What's there to know? You have to save. Isn't there supposed to be the filter thing here? I downloaded the filter. Oh wait, we might have to get rid of that. Hang on. I don't want to remove all, right? Yeah. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Is there attack move in this game? I feel kind of weird pressing left click. Filters in gameplay. Oh my god, I'm gonna die? I didn't know you could die in this game. Wow. My character's sick. I didn't even kill that. So as I said, new season, new update. They added what's basically a roguelike. Oh wow, I just aggroed 50 monsters. But the way how it works is that every time you clear a map, the map has one floor of the roguelike in it, I think. New Zelda looking good right now. If you think about it, if you play it like that, sure, you could call it like a Zelda-like. It's just Link to the Past. All right, so little big boy, kill Hillcock. Oh wait, I'm getting two-pieced. Am I missing something? Surely I can't just face take them. They're gonna get destroyed until you equip the skills. So the game is wanting me to do that. That's why these dropped. So Path of Exile is weird, where like the gems are skills. So now I have a right click and chance to bleed support, which I guess also goes there. Can I take those out? Wait, you healed the fool.
My spirit is spent.
Okay, so I guess I press 5, get some manners. Not bad, not bad. Oh, my filter's working, I think. Wait, the item's gone. Did it go in my inventory? Okay, there's a way to like watch this, right? Z? Yeah, okay. So I think we take all this. Oh, I can't see. Okay. See, that's basically how the game's gonna look. Until we get stronger. Once we get stronger, we're actually gonna be cracked at the game. Just saying it. Something here? Letters of Exile. I don't think this game has a story to it. Ooh, look at the people. Wait, someone has a Kisune. That's the 8-tail.
A dashing duke.
Now there's a face liner. Take care.
So I tried to watch like a little bit of the streamers play the game. Ooh, a little laggy. Is that me? Why would I ever lag in a game like this? Windowed? Is there borderless windowed? Oh, I guess windowed full screen is what it is. Foreground and background FPS. Oh, I guess you have to uncap. Interesting. It's laggy because it's first sound. Okay, so it's not me.
Fine work with him.
It's the game. Select a reward. Learn about which support gems work well with this skill. So cleave, molten strike, projectile. So I already have one gem equipped. So question, can these go on any equipment? Does it have to go onto my actual weapon slot? Arrows, perforate, AoE slam, that sounds interesting. Splitting steel. Projectile. I feel like we could probably take a projectile of some kind. Consume a steel shard to fire a projectile that splits on contact. Splits. That is a freaking wall of text right there. It can go at any equipment. Thank you, thank you. Okay, can you like... Alright, question 2 for the chat. How do I ID the yellow gear, the shabby jerkin I got?
Stay sharp out there.
I would assume one NPC does all of that for you. Nessa, maybe? Maybe we don't have the drip yet, or the tech.
Goodbye.
ID scrolls? Yeah, we ain't there yet.
Greetings.
Right-click Scrolls of Wisdom. Rare early. I have some. Oh. I didn't know. Wait. Right-click maybe? 12 decks? Reflect. Oh my god, this is busted. We don't even have to use anything else. And then I assume we want to use this. Oh no, we lose our double strike. I didn't know that you could take the gems out. That seems new to me. Chance to bleed support. Okay, so am I getting the benefit of the chance to bleed support? Don't ID bad gear? How do I know if the gear is bad or not?
Welcome.
If I just install the game. Control? Alt? Shift? Control. What is this crap? A stack of 5 fragments. A stack of 20 shards. What in the world?
Farewell.
They need to be linked. You're not getting the benefit. Freaking dumb game. Alright. So we now have a queue.
Not the most pleasant of arenas.
Wait, that's kind of sick.
Have to do for now.
So I believe the way this is going to work. Those are friendly. On every map, there will be a spawn of the dungeon. Wait, this is not working. Did I not read the queue?
My spirit is spent.
Calls impale debuffs from enemies. Wait, Call of Steel. Calls impale debuffs in a large area around you. Deals reflected damage in a small area around each such enemy based. What? Is that rocket science? Use the steal skill. The steal skill. Oh my god, that's on middle mouse button? That's gotta go somewhere else. Okay. Click and drag, maybe? Click W? I feel like it would make more sense that this be the Q, this be the W. Okay. See, they said it's a hard game, but it's actually not that bad. Oh, we got level ups. Alright. You can forget the double strike. I think I still need double strike. Like, there would be some instances where I'm sure I can't do melee. This game is about understanding. Okay, that's what we're here for. Understanding when to use what. Am I getting hit? I gotta check our filter. Oh my god. Is this real? Why is this thing doing so much damage? I have some bad news for you. You're gonna see very little of the mechanic. It's right here, right? I'm looking right at it.
My spirit is spent.
Oh my god. Okay, so the other piece to this is I have like a filter on. And the filter is disable. No, I think it's enable. Or else I wouldn't be able to see this stuff. Someone said that that is under game? Item filter. So I added this because people said to add it. It highlights stuff. Okay. I feel like you just take everything. Auto equip, thank you, game. We gotta level up. Alright, so the next big part about Path of Exile is the skill tree. If you look at this, god awful. It's like vomit. So you can choose between Dex, which I assume Dex, oh, it says accuracy and evasion, Strength, which is life and physical, or Int, which is mana. I believe we're going this way. But ideally, like, we want to find something that's fun. Like, there's Warcry, there's Fortify, a lot of Warcry actually, Two-Hand Mastery, Unwavering Stance, Shield Mastery, even like stuff way down here. I assume the further down you get, the cooler the stuff gets. Sphere Grid from Final Fantasy. We like that game. Click to level up. Wait, the gems level up independent of each other? The gems level up, really? Different classes start at different parts of the skill tree. So there is no further down. Yeah, I thought I was following the path. Right, they're getting shot at. All right, let's go in here. In here, safe. Yeah, these actually level up. Wow. Okay, so we need this here, and then I think we're good. So this is like the new content right here. It's called the Sanctum. What you're essentially doing is that you're doing a run where each thing is a different buff or debuff, and the rewards are different too. I don't think I choose any of these yet. I think I choose this first one, and then we go down the list. There's also, I guess, a way to store pages. So if you want, you can do like 8 in a row. But we're just gonna go into these as we see them. Now, you may say that if you just installed the game, the chance of success here is extremely low. But this game can't be that hard, I'd imagine. Like, it's level 1. Look at that. Hello. Okay, we're aggroing a lot.
My spirit is spent.
So in this mode, our HP is resolve. If this goes down to 0, I believe we lose the run. I'm interested in why they want me to pick this stuff up. Defeat all the guards. I could probably put that on middle mouse button. Toxic? Oh my god, I just lost like 50 resolve. Let's go this way. Okay. This thing's a gamer. This is kind of sick. I'm running out of space to step on. Okay.
Seems this new arena suits me.
We're fine. Is this update only on PC? I didn't know that this game was on stuff besides PC. Wait, this game's on console? Really? TIL? Kind of gross. Should I be meleeing these things at all? I just feel like my mana is like super low. Yo, not too shabby jerkins. Okay, so we got coins. Is that the same currency as like the basic game? So chat. I don't know how much money I even have. You should not use the melee attack even once in your entire playthrough. I can see that. I can see that. So what? It should be something like Call of Steel, something like this. And that opens up the queue eventually. Okay. The basic game has no currency. Remap basic attack to walk? What about if I put it on double strike? Is that okay? Like in the rare circumstance I need to double strike a person like this? You never know. Did I even get the scroll? Yeah, I did. Oh! I gotta level up. Left click should always be walk. If double strike is there, you will find yourself wanting to move, but instead your character will latch onto a target to attack it. Just don't click the target. Easy as that. Okay, so mana flow, bravery, master of the arena, regenerate HP, melee up, melee strike range. But now we're like kind of ranged. Do we see what this scales off of? I feel like no. So when I look at splitting steel, everybody, how do I know what splitting steel scales off of? Dex, the gem itself says it. Not that. Effectiveness of added damage, attack, projectile, physical. Does it say? Will this be a tank build? I want to say no. That actually hit me? Are you kidding me? It's not melee. Wait, are you saying strength is for melee only? The very top? The very top of the descriptions lists all the tags. So you're telling me that projectile is dex. This has to go. There's two? I don't know what this stuff is. Projectile is dex and melee is strength. Is that the concept? Room complete. I think we cleared our first room. Fountain recovered maximum resolve. Costs 5 of the currency we've gotten so far. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So we just did our first area of the new content, I guess. Just making sure we full cleared here. So now we get some of our resolve back, and we won't see another one of these areas until the next biome, I believe. Stats are not relevant for scaling, more about equipping gear and gems. Strength does give melee damage buff. Dex gives projectile accuracy and stuff damage. Okay. So what? Strength is just HP and HP recovery? Do we need to go down the Dex tree? The splitting steel is kind of legit. I just wish I had more mana.
Spirit is spent.
I have mana flask, yeah, but I have to press the button. Like, surely there's a way to play the game without having to press buttons. Easy game, by the way. So... Oh, I don't have mana. Okay, so the first NPC that I found gave me this shattered steel or whatever. Was that completely random, or does everyone who starts off as a duelist get the shattered steel? No auto refill in this game? Not for another 40 hours? I think there's people who have been playing this game for 40 hours. Since the new update. Everyone gets the same. I thought it was cool. I thought they gave me something special. Hello. See, there's other low-level people too? What in the world? Cosmetics? Is that the microtransactions?
Greetings.
Interestingly enough, I did not get a single ID scroll. That's bad, right? Shouldn't I have a lot of those by now? Uh-oh. Oh my god, you get nothing.
Stay sharp out there.
I want to replace the shield. We may as well freaking sell everything.
Welcome. Stay sharp out there.
Ooh, you can get a cat. All right, we're good. Yeah, how would I know to not use this ID scroll? Find the medicine chest. Apparently there's some kind of quest. We'll get some soon. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so eventually, on this map, we'll find the new roguelike room. Oh my god, freaking Toho now? So, a lot of people play Path of Exile. Apparently it's a huge game with a massive community.
Black storms descend on us from the north. Unnatural tempests of
I'm not gonna say that, like, I don't know why. I do know why. It's an incredibly deep game. I mean, if you look at this, you cannot say that this game is not deep. Evasion and life. Elements. So does any of this stuff increase my splitting steel build? Like, should I just go full rainbow? I believe that's a no, right? I know you'll need resistances at some point. Oh wait, I think I passed. Yeah, we gotta go this way. Anything that increases damage. I don't know if I saw up my damage. What is this? Just stuff. It's just get stuff the game. Find and use a strange glyph in the mudflats. Sure. I feel like this isn't a game like a Diablo where you may consider like full clearing a map. Oh, I guess it's this. Who specs HP? This ain't hardcore. I have no idea. Okay, we're going backwards. So, how much experience do I have with Path of Exile? Yesterday I watched 2 streamers play the game. That's about how much experience I have. Oh, we found the next portal. We're ready for that, right? Yeah, I can't face tank apparently. Sick. I guess that was already ID'd. Okay. Getting all kinds of stuff right now. Rustic Sash? Is that legit? Already equipped. Global physical damage up. Sure. So I say we should probably level up before we go into here. All right. So there's stuff that does like global accuracy. There's stuff like bow mastery. But it's like, are we going to use a bow? Maybe not. War cries. Two-hand. Cannot evade enemy attacks, can't be stunned. So this is like Giga Tank builds. I don't think you want to go Giga Tank when you're doing the new content, because no matter how much HP you have, you still take resolve damage. And it's like it's a flat number. It's like kind of weird. I like comprehensive talent trees, but this is too much word vomit. So when we got into this, we were thinking about like how much do we want V to dedicate mentally to something like this. I'm okay with mental dedication in like MMOs and stuff like that, but I want the quick and simple. I want to be able to like know what I need to know, and then like we're just good. Okay, so we got the next roguelike roam. As I said, we get one roam per biome. And these actually have choice. You can get minor treasure, but you get afflicted with unquenched thirst. You're thirsty? Gotta stay off TikTok. Abandoned library. Minor treasure afflicts you with accursed prism. When you gain an affliction, gain an additional minor affliction. That doesn't seem that bad. Offers items on completion. Afflicts you with deceptive mirror. You're not always taken to the room you select. So these are actually maintained throughout the run. It's like, as a new player, I don't think you can take resolve recovery down. I think... No. What this means is that your next affliction has an extra affliction tied to it. And then this one just randomizes it. Ooh, okay. You can't find that without following a build. No, those nodes are later gain nodes. You mean the like the war cries and stuff like that? Let's see, if these don't give me afflictions, I think I'm gonna go library. I hope this isn't like GG already. Does anyone know what happens when you lose all your resolve? I know you lose the run, but how do I get the run started again? Do I just remake my character? Whoa! That actually hit me, I think. That's a sick enemy. I gotta get over there. Armor scrap. Glass shank. Does anyone know, is there a quick like compare button? Compare that to what I'm currently holding. The run ends, you start another run the next time you find Sanctum. Yeah, but that's like, that means I lost rooms, right? Like you need to streak. If you don't streak, it's suboptimal. Control. Okay. So glass shank. Probably worse. 30% global crit strike? Hang on. V, it's not as good as you think it is. But what if it is? Right? Wait. Wait, did I screw up? I can't throw my steel if I have the dagger equipped. I don't quite know what that is. Alright, so that means something about this requires certain kinds of equipment, I would imagine. I didn't know that. Is it just part of the description vomit? No way that hit me.
Spirit is spent.
Sick. 166. I think I'm getting hit by some of these attacks. Okay. This is kind of fun. Like, as soon as we get to a point where, like, we clear one of these and get tons of rewards for it, get the massive level up. I feel like I'm playing League. All right, good night. Okay, so the money is to buy stuff at the end of the run from the look of it. Okay, they kind of did a good job. I guess I don't mind the idea that you have to play the game. Is that hitting through the wall? You have to play the game to do more of the roguelike. I guess that's okay. Control. I guess it has to be in my inventory first. Whoa! Now these are just basic enemies too. Oh my god, that I took damage from that. Awkward. There's like a mini boss over there. I don't really want to go over there. Second sash. Global increased physical damage. It's a little better. It's one of those kind of games. Incremental increases. Enemy rarity is in their name. I thought it was just like a shiny enemy. I got hit by something. It has like blue armor. Oh, there's like a... There's something shooting at me. We need to get out of here. If it just chased me, I think I'd be fine. What? I can't get rid of that. I think I just have to kill it.
My spirit is spent.
All right.
I believe in traveling light.
Ooh, this is getting bad. Sick vest. Greaves? I don't know who's better. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Blue, yellow, orange is unique. So that was a unique enemy that we just fought. Room complete. Yeah, if I get the chance to heal myself, those are fountains. I think one comes up in the next area, which might be a problem. All right, that's 2 rooms clear. I don't know what to expect as reward. Sick. Templar cash. Bunch of money. More money. You gotta have something else besides money, right? Didn't it say we were getting like some kind of Giga award for this? Oh no. I think I got baited. And we're like kind of low on resolve too. All right, map looks good. Peace out. Yeah, I was pretty positive we would be getting something a little better. I don't know if I need to ID that or not. So you all said that the IDs are limited right now, so I can't just spam them. What's over here? Ow. I didn't know, like, I called the things back to me. That's actually kind of sick. Okay. We're doing a quest, I'm sure. What is that? Unique enemy?
My spirits are spent.
With poison?
I believe in traveling light.
Does everyone just go splitting steel? In what world do you not play splitting steel? Okay, we gotta go this way. Very good for early leveling. You're telling me I'm gonna actually get out of this at some point? I don't think I want to live in a world without splitting steel. Strange glyph wall. Submerged passage is open. I believe that's what we want. Okay, back to town, maybe? Teleportation. If I could teleport back to town, B button? No. These games usually have like a free teleport back to base, right? Oh, that's the physical damage? Portal scroll. I don't even have any ID scrolls still? Oh, I have 4. Okay. There's a skill gem that teleports you. Most players use a logout macro. There's no way. Oops. Ah. See, that's the work part. How much do we want V to be invested in the game? That, I think, is a little next level investment. Okay.
Yes?
I don't think we have an NPC to identify stuff yet.
God hasn't abandoned.
Come to heal
Gotta
your
figure out
pain.
what those are at some point.
Yes?
Wait, so if there's no currency in the game... Oh... It costs my scrolls?
Goodbye.
Now that you've
Okay. Attack totem. This is melee. Summons an ancestor totem which attacks enemies with melee strikes while you're near it. That sounds not great. Summons a totem that taunts nearby enemies. Decoy totem. I mean, like, I'm thinking about the roguelike mode, and I think you actually need the taunt. Puncture. This stuff has levels to it, too. Vigilant strike. You just pop the enemy, I guess. AoE spell aura, war banner. Casting once reserves mana to carry a banner which increases the accuracy and damage of nearby allies. Blood and sand. Cast a buff that grants different bonuses to melee skills being on your stance. This seems so bad. There's no way. Oh, I get another one? Oh, a dash. I need this.
Got a job for you, if you're willing.
Okay.
There's a pool near the...
Yeah, whatever.
Stay sharp.
All right, so we have a lot of quests now. We have a new skill, an E, dash. It's gotta be a better button than R to dash. I don't know about that one. We should probably think about... So in this game, you're collecting equipment. The equipment will clearly be better as you go on. But not everything's gonna be all that great. So I'm going to ID the Greaves. Okay, that's not bad. But like, I don't think I want to ID the plate. Dash on spacebar, that's a thing? There's our move only. Which one of these is the spacebar one? Or are you telling me that I have to go into like the actual key binding and find it there? Microtransaction shop? So like in here, I could change this. Oh, we have controls too. So like I could change Control T to space.
There'll be time for that soon enough.
Okay. I don't know what I removed. That should be pretty good.
Greetings.
Medium mana flask, small. Shouldn't I be using this? Required level 3. It's an IQ check. Do people play this with controller? That seems incredibly difficult. And again, like, shout outs to you in the chat if you're out there doing that. That's fantastic. Do I need this? I don't think I ever really get hurt.
Still alive.
Still alive, are you? All right. Hypnotic Veil Plate Vest. We lose Dex, we get life, and that's it. I think I just wasted it. It's actually worse than the Jerkin. In what planet is a plate vest worse than Jerkin?
Welcome.
0 out of 10 game. All right. Let's go back. There's a chance we lose all of our roguelike here. And I don't know what I do about that if that happens. Mud flats? And then I guess I missed this too. Chat, is there a way for me to teleport to the coast? I don't even think I got the, So I assume every map has a waypoint on it. You can sell a couple smaller flasks for bigger ones. Is it like buy bigger flask? Or is it some kind of fuse them together or something? Most maps, not all. Okay, how do I know if this map has fast travel or not? So I don't waste my time. Maybe I'm already wasting my time because I'm playing Path of Exile. There's nothing here. Sell them and the vendor gives a better one. Okay. Wait, are you telling me that's a wiki thing? V, you need to put the wiki up on the screen to know? Wait, this isn't ID'd anymore? Okay, I assume I can get to this map, whatever it is. Yes, like down here somewhere. You know what else might kind of suck? How do I know which biomes I've already done Forbidden Sanctum in? Like, what difference is there between Tidal Island and Mudflats to know that I've already done it? It does not track biomes. I have to do that myself to know, like, which biome I've already gotten a page from. Yo, Primer, good to see you, by the way. Shoutouts to Paula. You can forget a map and open it again, and you will have another Sanctum in it. Is that something I have to do manually? Where are you aiming at? Oh, we get to do our new thing. Look at the taunt. The melee build is back? Spike. That sounds fun. If I can taunt the enemy, then surely I can play a melee build. You can click an entrance to open a new instance. Yeah, but I assume the forgotten doohickey's gone at that point. Is there an FAQ to this? I mean, not that I don't value Twitch telling me, like, that is huge, but in case I need to do homework on this game, is there something that I can go and, like, learn? I disabled hints in the beginning. I thought that was just for, like, the crappy story. I didn't think it would actually do the season information. Why would I not want to know what the season's about? I didn't know. Oh, we just went in a big circle? Anyway. Oh, I can kind of see. Is there like a better way to look on this map besides actually walking? Like if I click and drag and move it around or something? Oh, I have a freaking dash now.
I can't do this just yet.
Kind of forgot about that. Arrow keys. Oh my god. Freaky game.
That's soon enough.
I'd almost stop believing.
It's like they reward. Sure. I don't know if that's good. Oh wow, we have stuff here too. These are supports. Supports melee strikes or slams. Supports any skill that hits the enemy. Chance of poison. Any skill. Projectiles from supported skills pierce. That's kind of cool. I need like red, green, green. Okay, so to be fair, I actually enjoy this part of the game. Trying to figure out like how to combine things together to grant onslaught. How do I know what onslaught is? Volley support. Support skills that fire projectiles from the user. Extra projectiles. Wait, that's busted. I have no way to do it. Oh, green, green. Yeah, so I have no way to do it right now unless I put it up here. That might be the hit. Then we bring this up. None of this matters. I'm now not using this chance to bleed, which is unfortunate. Hopefully we don't worry about that later. Okay, you said sell 2. You get 1. Right? I don't think I did it right. I think that was very wrong. I'm not saying like the person's wrong. I think I did that incorrectly. Is there a world where I should have looked at this? Requires a sword or an axe. This is a sword, right? Gotta be better. Literally has to be better. Okay. So as you see, there is like some campaign going on. I'm not saying it's bad or anything like that. I just got stuff to do. That's all. Ow? Wait, is it not splitting? Oh no. Hang on. Support skills that fire projectiles from the user. Does not affect skills fired from other locations as secondary effects. It is being fired from me, right? Use number 4. Ah. I didn't mess up. I think you came in thinking roguelike enjoyers could come in and play the mechanic, but that's not how it works. Well, I'm about to go in right now. I guess the idea of go through biome, then do mechanic, it is like a little weird. But right now, I feel like it's not unreasonable. Crap, I have to go up. I think I might lose my resolve right here, though. Oh, wait, this explodes where my mouse is? Oh. I didn't know that. Okay. I have, like, no resolve. Contains a benevolent fountain. Is that better than a regular fountain? Oh, I have to do one of these. I want items. Major treasure reward. So that's what I did. So major treasure must just be money. If I want stuff, I need to go here. I'm very low on resolve, but I kind of want stuff, and if I lose, we just remake the character or something. Yo, Speedy, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Oh, we gotta use our taunt. Does it not care?
Spirit is spent.
I think that thing doesn't care. What was that? Okay, a little bit of Toho. That actually hit me. Ha! It's a cool enemy. Alright. I I'm down to 3 resolve. I really don't remember getting hit that many times. I completed the room. There's still zombies around. I don't know if my projectile crystal's working. I have a sneaking suspicion that it's not. I hear monsters. There you are.
I can't do this just yet.
Please die. Wow, okay. Yeah, graphically, the game's a lot better than I remember. I feel like this was a lot sketchier, a lot jankier back in the day. The last time I played this was like 2014, by the way. Okay. All good. Let's see what we get. Gotta be a good reward this time. Actual stuff. Am I on low graphics? I shouldn't be. We should be on epic. All epic. Anti-aliasing quality? What in the world? Dynamic cull, get culled. Okay. Can you be tempted? I mean, I already have 0 resolve. So I feel like I should just do it. It's the worst that could happen. Receive 3 orbs of transmutation right now. Receive 3 orbs of alchemy at the end of the floor. Receive 5 orbs of alchemy on completing the sanctum. I'm extremely close to death. I think you take this. I don't know what orbs of transmutation are, though. Upgrades a normal item into a magic item. Wait, that doesn't sound very good. It just changes. So like my coral ring, for example, it changed the coral ring normal into blue, but not blue into yellow. Robbery? White to blue only? Maybe the rustic sash. That thing's legit. Augments a magic item with new modifiers. So it's this. Rustic sash. Fail. Rustic sash. +3 life, +6 fire resistance. I feel like that's not all that great. Another one. 28 life, fire resistance. Increased elemental damage with attack skills. I mean, if I was doing elemental damage with attack skills, that would actually be kind of hypey. I think I'm doing a little, like, teeny bit. And then... just one more. I can't not use these. +8 int, +19 max mana. I mean, that's not terrible, I guess. Okay. Good job. We managed to get through perhaps our last one. It's gonna be extremely scary, I think. Okay. My assumption is the next time we get to a floor, it might be an auto loss. Orb of Alteration. That sounds sick. Hello. Fight that.
My spirit is spent.
But I can't use this with my current equipment, though. Which is interesting. So the idea that only certain stuff works does feel pretty fun. It's like you're on this mission to find the right things all the time. You can buy skill gems once unlocked. I can buy skill gems. Are you saying I don't want to be using splitting steel forever? I kind of like it. Ooh, fire. I'm happy to hear that so many people know about this game. Flooded depths. This is actually where we're supposed to go. Can probably use splitting steel forever, but the sporing gems are the important ones for the damage. Yo, Yabuki, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. You know what we're here for. We're here for the next Forbidden Sanctum with only 3 resolve. Ain't no way. Freaking rocks? Now I do have that cudgel. Maybe, is there such thing as a club duelist? Like heavy club duelist? I looked up nothing. I chose duelist. Found it. This is so bad. 3 resolve. We need the fountain. So if I can get through this hitless, we're probably fine. But I don't know if that's possible.
I can't do this just yet.
That's a cooldown? Oh my god, I didn't dash.
I expected more from you.
Big room failed. Room 4 of the Sanctum Archives. Now, what does that mean? Is this standard Liga or Sanctum? I believe that was Sanctum. What does that mean for us? If I assume if I find another portal, it will restart from 0, which is fine. But it's like, when will I find the next portal? That's a detail that I don't know yet. Going all kinds of wrong way. It'd be a funny thing that people would hard reset here. If you want to have a perfect run, losing that would be like a big L. Thank you. What am I here for? This thing? Please fight that.
My spirits are spent.
You know, I don't know what's stronger. I'm sure there's like an attack speed argument here. There we go.
I believe in traveling light.
Has to be good, right? Rat boots, max life, increased rarity of items, cold resistance. Sure. If anyone knows anything about the filter system, why are some items like highlighted in blue? Even the white one has a blue outline, but these have a gray outline. It makes it seem like those are extra special for some reason. Because it's 3-link guaranteed to be better. Yeah, I know blue is magic rarity, but like there's a single highlight around the item. Sounds like it's because of the link, so thank you, everybody. Someone told me to download it. I didn't know what it was. Could have been manga. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay. Not a bad start. We did our first run in Sanctum. I assume I will have to start from the beginning. I don't know if that means like I'm going back into the first map of the game. Is there like an actual map button? Twilight Strand. Like if I have to go back to Twilight Strand to find more sanctums. I think that would be pretty cool. You've encountered strange portals in the wilderness. Search for more information about this place. I guess I don't have the information just yet. Is this a hashtag ad? No, it's not. So what brought this about was we beat Terraria. And right after we beat Terraria, news of Sanctum's mechanic came to light, which is that it's basically going to be a roguelike. You have a run, you choose your route, and then your route is dependent on like the kind of rewards you want. And I know a lot of people like Path of Exile, so I figure, okay, if I were to play the game, this is the only way I'm going to play it, is if they use the roguelike word. So it's actually pretty cool.
You managed to kill it.
I think I am willing, excuse me, to give the game a try throughout the duration of, oh wow, my freaking gems in there. Throughout the duration of December. I need a green, red. It's our current issue right now. Okay. I saw a lot of sponsored PoE streams. I was curious if this was sponsored too. I mean, I probably could have checked, but no, I am just some new player who is seeing the game for basically the first time. But either way, like, I actually had fun here and would not mind checking this out this December. Mondays, we're going to continue Dead Cell streaks. So I think what we're going to end up doing is, like, we'll start off with Path of Exile and then go into Dead Cells after that. And it seems that you can kind of just go until you lose the Sanctum run. And if I win, if I cracked out, then it's actually fantastic, but it should be pretty good. Either way, I want to say we are good here. Yo, big thank you to everyone who tuned in for the Dead Cells DLC discussion. Super excited about that. All the people who are around for the Dead Cells streak run, we're gonna be adding that difficulty on Monday, so that should be even better. And then those helping out for the Path of Exile stuff, I absolutely won't be able to do this without you. Maybe we'll do an exclamation point progress. How many Sanctum runs can we win before we uninstall Path of Exile? Outside of that, I do want to thank everyone for tuning in today. Millions of streams you could be watching. You decide to spend your time here. I do appreciate that very, very much. We have... What are we doing? What are we doing? We will be doing a raid. Or... Crap. Because, like, I want to play Necro Bouncer. But I don't know when we'll be able to play. So I think we're going to do a classic Ender screen right now. Millions of V streams. In alternate universes. There are millions of them. Either way, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I am super excited to play Path of Exile for you. Follow the channel. We're going to be live on Monday, but we're also live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturdays. Keep up on YouTube. We're also on socials, Twitter, Discord, TikTok. New vids coming out. Oh, we got to do the sub goal on Monday, thanks to Durjo. So we're going to do... rating 22 roguelikes from 2022 this Monday. Either way, thank you to everyone, bits, follows, subs, etc. I hope you all have a good night, a good day, a good evening, a good whatever, wherever you are. And I will see you all on Monday. Have a good one, everybody.